What's up, y'all? It's HoopSpark. I'm back with another video in this Warriors series. Today's game is going to be covering the Warriors-Celtics game on December 11th, 2015. I'm really excited to get into this game, and I am also excited to get you more videos in this series, especially when the Warriors actually start losing. Spoiler alert for this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. This one is going to be a bit shorter than the last one and my future ones, just because while it was an exciting game, there's not like a whole lot to talk about. I think that there will be a lot more to talk about in the next video in reference to this game. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you again at the end. Today's game that we'll be looking at is the Warriors versus the Celtics on December 11th of 2015. I won't go into the total yet. We'll get into that later. But something I just want to go over was that Klay Thompson was absent in this game. They were sitting him, I think, just because it was the first night of a back-to-back and they wanted to play him on the second night. So let's go over Boston's lineup. Boston at the time had a really sneaky good team of Isaiah Thomas, who was an undersized but fiery point guard who could score from pretty much anywhere despite defensive woes. Avery Bradley, who was an athletic 3-and-D shooting guard. They had a peak Jay Crowder, also a 3-and-D type of a wing player, and this was true about him then and it is now. He is always on a deep playoff team. Jared Sullinger, who was an undersized 4, and he was just a killer in the low post. And Amir Johnson, he was a small ball big who could do it all, and he was a pretty damn good leader for the team. They also had a young Kelly Olynyk coming off the bench, who was a stretch big. He could shoot it from the three really well, and not too bad inside either. The first quarter was pretty neck and neck. It ended at 26-25 Golden State. Avery Bradley, he was off to a very quick start with 15 points in the first. Curry was not off to the strongest of starts, 2 of 8 from field, 1 of 3 from the 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, but he still ended up with 7 points. Draymond had a really solid start, 3 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, and he scored 8 while getting 3 steals and a block. Amir Johnson was eating on the defensive end with 3 blocks. The second quarter started with the Celtics bench playing really well. Olynyk had 6 points, Evan Turner had 6 points, and they brought it to 35-32 Golden State before 35-32 Boston, and then Golden State's bench responded and made it 39-35 Golden State. After the benches exited, Curry and Draymond continued their good nights with 8 and 5 points respectively. Draymond had 2 points. Curry made 2 of his 4 3-pointers. Sullinger was responding to the Curry-Draymond 2-man game, though. He retaliated with 7 points of his own. And the 4-point lead by Golden State was maintained in the half, and the score was 57-53 going into the third. The third quarter was all Golden State to start. Ian Clark, Andrew Bogut, and Curry were all scoring well. Golden State pushed their lead all the way to 11 with 3 minutes left, but then Boston retaliated with a quick 9 points in the remaining minutes, and Golden State scored 6 to make the final at the end of the third, 82-75. In the fourth, Golden State's offense fell apart quite a bit. Curry was really the only person making shots. He had 12 points in the quarter. And for Boston, IT caught fire for 10. Olynyk played really well coming off the bench with 8 points. And the Warriors let their foot off the gas, and the Celtics were just taking advantage. A missed shot from Curry near the end of the fourth pushed the game to overtime with a score of 103-103. In overtime, Olynyk was the sole person scoring for the Celtics. Nobody else had any points. For Golden State, it was Curry and Iggy, giving both teams 7 points at the end of the quarter and pushing the game to a second overtime after Draymond missed a heartbreaking last-second layup. So, we're going into the second overtime, and both teams were clearly and obviously tired. The Celtics missed 3 straight shots to start, and Iggy seemed to be the only Warrior willing to score at first. Both teams fought really hard despite their fatigue and kept the game extremely close the whole way through, with it coming down to a foul committed on Livingston by Crowder with 19 seconds left. He made both shots and put the Warriors up by 3. Crowder responded with a layup, but by that point it was too late. The Celtics had to foul, and Curry didn't miss his free throws, making the final 124-199 Golden State. This was an excellent game. Both teams had a lot of fight, and neither of them stopped wanting to win until the very last second. Despite no Klay, the Warriors come out victorious in a very hard-fought double overtime game and extended their win streak to 24 to make their season start historical. The problem? The Warriors were also on the first night of a road trip back-to-back. We will talk more on that in the next video, which goes over the second game of that back-to-back, which is Warriors-Bucks on December 12th, of course, the next day. I think it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, again, very excited for it. Thank you guys all for watching this far. If you have, be sure to be on the lookout for my next Nuggets recap video, as well as the next episode in this Warriors series. Both should be coming out at next week at some point. So yeah, be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, and so that you can be notified for when more videos come out. I will see y'all in the next one. Be sure to follow my Instagram and Twitter in the slide coming up right now. See ya.